Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all of you. I am Shriyal Sethumadhavan, the feature editor of Construction World, and I welcome you all to the Construction Technology Summit presented by Bentley Systems, design and technology partner Autodesk, supporting partner India BIM Association, and organized by ASAP Info Global Group in association with First Construction Council and Construction World. We thank our speakers, supporting partners, and the lovely audience for virtually joining us today. Globally, most construction companies have been faced with the shortage of heavy equipment operators. Manufacturers are more focused towards technology such as robotics and automation, primarily to combat labor shortages, along with finishing up their tasks faster, reducing wastage, and providing high yields with improved quality. It is believed that one of the best solutions to combat labor shortage is automate construction equipment, especially in remote areas for repetitive tasks and in locations with significant labor shortages. Further, new construction technology companies are shaking up the industry from the digital transformation of the design process to pre-construction estimation software, scheduling, predictive analytics, and asset management. With these new technologies and industry-wide digital transformation comes data, and lots of it. Amid a dynamic era of rapid innovation, construction manufacturers are beginning to adapt to advances in telematics, autonomous machinery, and electromobility. Today, day two of the Construction Technology Summit will emphasize on strategic partnerships among equipment makers and users that are driving this change. While yesterday's sessions revolved around smart design with BIM, the discussions today will focus on innovation in construction equipment. The Construction Technology Summit, presented by Bentley Systems, is organized by ASAP Info Global Group in association with the First Construction Council and Construction World. I would like to share a few more details about the organizers of the summit. So yes, like I mentioned, we are on day two of the Construction Technology Summit today. Introducing you all to the Board of Governors of the First Construction Council. As the pictures and names reflect on my slide, you would evidently see that they are all the bigwigs from the construction industries. About Construction World, 25 years in the running, delivering the most authentic, trusted, up-to-date, and timely information, as always, about the construction business, and distributed across 800 cities in India and overseas. These are the various editions, some of the best covers and pics that we've had, which would give you an essence of the kind of content that goes in the magazine. And of course, while we all have been in a new normal, in a whole new digital age, our numbers say it all for us. Right from our web reach to our social reach, we've been reaching out through all mediums digitally. Also, our audience profile, we've been strongly sharing content that could benefit the construction industry, right from EPC and engineering companies to manufacturers and suppliers, architects, builders, engineers, contractors, consulting engineers, interior designers, plus financial institutes and the government bureaucrats. See, wow, as most of you would be aware, Construction World on WhatsApp is what we call CWOW. At present, we have 11,400 plus subscribers, and yes, we are counting it by the second. This is your chance to add to these numbers and to get yourself the benefit of getting daily updates from us. It's simple. All you need to do is, like you can see the number on your screen, 8657581178. Just give a missed call on the number and save it on your phone, and you would continue receiving updates from us. CW Gold, it's our weekly medium of reaching out to you with updates, project updates, contract awarded, latest industry trends, articles, stories, financial data. It's everything that you could access on a week-to-week basis. As right now, if you log on to CW Gold, we are offering a 7-day free trial. So you could definitely avail that to, explore all the benefits that you could get through this offering from our house. Of course, we also have a lot of subscription offers as well, but it comes with a validity period. So right now, our subscription offers are valid up to 31st July. If you need any more details, and this is not just for Construction World, but it's applicable to all our other brands. So you could write into subscriber. You can see the email ID is mentioned at the bottom of the screen, subscriber@asappinfoglobal.com. Write in and you could seek more information related to the subscription offers as well. And yes, we have our offices spread across India. We have our ad sales teams right from Pune, Mumbai, in the southern region, north, and in the east as well. All the details are flashed on the screen. It would be a good idea to take a screenshot so that you could get all these details later. And also, you could follow us and track us on all the social media pages: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. We update this on a regular basis with all our upcoming activities. Upcoming events while you are with us today at the Construction Technology Summit 2021. We would soon be coming up with an event on accelerating digitalization in the rail industry presented by Autodesk. The event is going to be on 29 July from 3 to 5 p.m. You can go and register now and block your seat and block your calendars as well so that you don't miss out this. Well, this is not just it. We have a lot more in the pipeline. On 30th July, 2 to 6 p.m., we have the Infra Steel Summit 2021, themed on the shape of recovery. So you could also block your calendars for this. The Construction World Architect and Builder Awards 2021 this year is themed as REACT, where we are going to be focusing on responding to the environment, including the pandemic, with awareness, creativity, and technology. Well, a lot of reasons for you to register for QAB this year. We have our guest of honor, Dr. Vibha Dhawan, Director General of TERI, who would be joining us. And plus, we are going to be having a series of webinars that would be conducted as a countdown to QAB 2021. So there is a lineup of 3 webinars. To begin with, you could see the lineup of all the speakers that's flashing on my screen. But on 6th of August from 3 to 5 p.m., we would have a webinar on designing the future of architecture. So this is one thing you could definitely register for, along with the other 2 to follow. Women in Architecture and Construction. This is scheduled on 13th August, 3 to 5 p.m. And Design Build Trends on 18th August, 3 to 5 p.m. So a lot of reasons to register. Please go to our website. You would get more details on our social media pages. And please do register to all our upcoming events so that you don't miss out on this opportunity. Having said that, I would now like to call upon Mr. Pratap Padode, the Editor-in-Chief of Construction World, to welcome the virtual gathering and tell us more about the Construction Technology Summit. Before he joins in, a few words about him. A trailblazer who first blazed a trail in financial journalism with his chartered accountancy background, he turned to addressing the needs of the construction, infrastructure, and manufacturing sectors through ASAP Info Global Group, set up in 1999. Since then, he has spearheaded India's enthusiasm for smart cities through the Smart Cities Council India, which was set up in 2014, and now lobbies for policy changes as founder and president of the First Construction Council. Recipient of the Asian Multimedia Publishing Awards and the CIDC Vishwakarma Awards as Best Journalist. As head of the First Construction Council, he has campaigned for steel quality, emission norms for construction equipment, for changes in the Municipal Act, for changes in the land acquisition policy, as he continues to infuse his enthusiasm in building India into a powerful nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Pratap Padode.
Thank you, Shreyal. Good afternoon and welcome to Construction Technology Summit Day 2, Innovation in Construction Equipment. Yesterday, our conference explored BIM extensively and gave the industry enough evidence of saving in time, cost, and the benefits of precision that come along with BIM. All those who attended yesterday would recount Kalyan Vaidyanathan's slide of Sholay. Hopefully, the industry will shed the project management style of Gabbar Singh, where he was seeking information manually at gunpoint, and adopt the one of Iron Man, where Tony Stark uses technology and creates a digital twin. We had speakers yesterday joining us from San Francisco to Singapore, and we hope you got a heads up on how the construction industry is gearing for BIMTech. Indications are that Indians are primarily working on projects for overseas projects, but now experts can see that BIM requirements are being seen on the Indian infrastructure projects like airports, metro rail, high-speed rail, expressways. Even our Pragati Maidan is being developed on BIM. So that's all heartening. Today we are going to explore action and execution on the ground. If losses on account of project delays are going through the roof, by 1,737 projects of over rupees 1.5 billion being monitored by the Ministry of Statistics and program implementation is to be believed, 470 reported cost overrun of rupees 4.4 trillion till April 2021. Yes, project delays are really killing, and there are builders and developers who can very well validate the fact that if a project is delayed by 12 months, the entire project profit gets completely wiped out. So while there are bonuses for early execution, like in infra projects, there are penalties for delays, like due to RERA. NHAI has mandated, National Highway Authority has mandated the use of drones for monthly video recording of all national highway projects during their different stages of development, construction, operation, and maintenance. The deployment of technology and its use and its benefits are being now completely included in all our forthcoming projects. Effective use of latest telematics technology is tremendously helping the end user and manufacturers at all levels of machine operational life cycle, from being able to monitor the health of various components of the machine to providing essential usage and maintenance data. Telematics is also enabling cost reduction by providing stakeholders with real-time data on geotagging, geofencing, productivity, maintenance, and several other features. The construction equipment industry, now employing over 3 million people, clocks a turnover of 6.5 billion with 50 odd manufacturers, OEMs, and sales of nearly 100,000 units. This industry is the third largest market in the world, and therefore it needs to set benchmarks. So indeed, today's event is going to tell us what innovation is in the offing. The road sector accounts for about 45% of construction equipment demand. And so if road orders continue surging the way they've been doing, I think the CE industry can withstand the COVID shock. Now the NHAI asset monetization program has kicked in, and it plans to raise between 5,000 and 15,000 crores via 3 projects in financial year 22 and targets to monetize assets worth 75,000 crore in total via toll operate transfer till 2024. Out of the planned 34,800 kilometer awards in Bharatmala Phase 1, the National Highway Authority has awarded projects for construction of 13,521 kilometers of highways and prepared detailed report for the remaining 21,000 kilometers. The government is expected to invite bids for projects worth 4,008 kilometers in financial year 2022 and rest in the following year. Apart from this, the government has also planned greenfield expressway corridors at an investment of rupees 3.3 trillion, spanning over 7,900 kilometers under Bharatmala Phase 1. With these projects, new order momentum is expected to remain robust at least till financial year 25. This year, I think one key achievement of the construction equipment industry included the extension of the timeline till 1st April 2021 granted by the government for the rollout of the BS4 compliant CEVs, which provided the construction industry with much required additional time to prepare for new emission norms. So while the industry has now met with the norms as mandated and has taken on the burden of COVID. The road sector seems to be one that is poised to grant some relief in terms of order bookings, in terms of bridging the gap that this demand effect due to COVID has caused. I think in the day ahead, we have several experts, users of industry who will cite the whole way forward. We also have case studies which will indicate how equipment was used, can be used in areas innovatively, in difficult terrain, and how they can surmount challenges. So here is to beating challenges. Here is to a great powering day ahead. Enjoy the deliberations, and thank you very much for joining Construction Technology Summit.